You switch this right here,
Yep.
and it tightens up the oscillation for finer sanding. It's a twist lock cord, kind of idiot proof. It's got a little notch on there, and you just turn that on.
Hey, what's up? Barnaby here. So you want to know more about the Festool Orbit Sander? Well, I can tell you it's a 6-amp motor to it. And as far as speeds of oscillation, anywhere between 3,300 and 6,800 per minute. It's got a variable speed wheel on the back. As far as warranty, talking 3 years. And it comes with this case. All right, so what we like to do with tools like this is slide the whole kit and caboodle into the tool crib of men like Dan Carlson and say, go forth and smooth some things out, right? And so for that, if you can recall for us now about the performance, the design, the quality, and the value, it'd be much appreciated. But first and foremost, let's talk about you. What do you do?
I own Carlson Design. I have 4 employees. We're out in Ada, and we custom make furniture. We work with iron and wood.
Okay, and so how often do you use an Orbit Sander?
Almost daily. We have 5 or 6 of these in the shop, and it's a staple. We're always grinding or polishing or sanding something.
Okay, so what did you use this one for specifically?
We put this to the test on a solid 3-inch hard maple table. We glued up some planks, and then it was time to sand the surface smooth, and this came into play just in time.
Yeah. How would you usually do it? What tool would you use?
We'd start out with a belt sander with about an 80 grit and work down to a 120, and then we'd go to an orbital sander to finish it.
Okay, so no belt sander this time?
No, I went right to the coarse disc that came with it, and I hogged off all the heavy stuff, and then this just Velcros, comes right off.
Yeah.
Stepped down to the 120 grit and went right to that and brought it right to finished grade wood.
Yeah, okay, so did that kind of surprise you? I mean, had you done that with Orbit Sanders before? Taking the place of the belt sander?
No, I wouldn't even try it. It would waste too much time and wear the sander out.
That's cool. Well, you know, that's the value of being a tool tester. You get to experiment with things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so then what about on the eccentric side when you're doing fine sanding? Did it leave any marks?
No, not bad at all. I went down to 120 with this. I imagine you could go all the way to 240 or 400 if you wanted to, but hard maple doesn't scratch very badly, so
sure.
It worked well.
Okay.
We started out with the coarse disc in the abrasive mode, and then when I switched down to the fine, you switch this right here, and it tightens up the oscillation for finer sanding. Oh,
that's cool. Okay, and could you polish with this, do you think?
Oh, absolutely. This would make an awesome polisher. It doesn't come with a polishing pad, but you could buy that separately, and it'd make a great automotive polisher.
Okay, well, let's flip it around and talk about dust collection. As far as performance there, did that work for you?
Very well. I couldn't believe how almost dust-free this thing was. You plug the Festool vacuum that comes with this. They brought me that as well.
Yeah, so that doesn't come with the Festool vacuum. You got lucky enough to get them both.
Right.
Right, yeah, for testing. Okay.
Yeah, set up to work with this. It's got a little rubber sleeve that fits on here, nice slender hose. It stays out of the way. It's nice and flexible. And it pulled all the dust away.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at this pad right here, and it's got more holes and a lot that you see.
Yep,
right?
They added quite a few holes into this, so it will really pull that dust away.
Okay, well, you know, we're talking performance and design right here. So let's talk about just some design features within this. What do you like and maybe not like about it?
I really liked this edge guard here. It keeps you from running into things and doing damage you don't want to do. That's easily removable.
Yep.
So you can polish or hog material off.
Yeah.
Keeps it out of the way.
Okay, what's this, a spindle lock over here?
Spindle lock right here for removing this. You don't need a tool. You just push that button and crank it off. This vacuum piece here detaches for cleaning.
Yeah.
Pops right out.
Okay, and as far as attaching the cord, just a twist lock to it?
Yep, it's a twist lock cord. Kind of idiot proof. It's got a little notch on there. You just turn that on. 12-foot cord. You don't need an extension cord most of the time.
Cool. And this handle, I guess, you know, I can see it flips over side to side, right?
Yeah, it came to me with the handle was in the box, and I'm a right guy, so I put it on this side.
Well, let's talk about the box for a second, because, you know, a lot of people think box is a box. Is this just a box?
No, that's a really nice box, one that I would keep. A lot of times you get a tool and it doesn't fit back in there very well, but this all goes right back in. Plenty of room for extra discs as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Now let's talk about the quality of it. What do you think? As you use it as much as you have, did you think at any point, I don't know if this one's going to last, sounds like it's a little loose inside, anything like that?
No, this is a very heavy-duty sander. It's the last one I'll own. I don't think I'll have to own another one of these in my lifetime because I think it'll just last and last.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, the motor sounded tight?
Very tight, yeah. The bearings are tight, the injection molded casing is firm, and you know, it just feels really nice.
Okay, well, value proposition time. If somebody came to you and said, Dan, maker of things, I'm thinking about getting a new orbit sander, what should I do? I'm thinking about a Festool. Would you recommend it to them?
I would highly recommend the Festool, yeah.
Yeah?
It's a great value. The price is, fits the quality. I've owned several sanders over the years, and you know, you wear them out, throw them away, and go buy another one. But this, finally someone came up with a sander that this is it. It's the last one I'll need to buy.
Cool. All right, well, you know what? It's always good to know before you go to buy a tool what somebody who has used it thinks about it, because, I mean, we're all looking for friends to make recommendations, but you can always find friends just like that right here at toolselect.com.
Oh, that's great.